Good morning, Poland. Good morning, Poznań. Today I'm in Vilda. Vilda in Poznań. It's pronounced Vilda, not Wilda. There is W at the front. Pretty easy name, Vilda. Vilda is the one of the three areas in Poznań. What looks like an old town, but it's not the old town. At least not literally. There is of course old town, the area of the Poznań. Then is the Jeżyce, which is the place where I'm gonna live. Moving actually to Jeżyce next month, where I'm gonna live with Winnie, what I filmed previously a few times. And then there is the Vilda. All of them, they are actually neighbors of the old town in Poznań, but it's totally different area. This is what I'm gonna show you and talk about today. After that is beautiful weather and the tram is coming, but this is not what I'm talking about. This is Vilda. Previously in the 90s and early 2000s, this was pretty how to say, little bit dangerous area of Poznań, and maybe not the best looking area for Poznań. It was a little bit run down. Recently is the one of the most trendiest areas of Poznań, with the beautiful old architecture, churches in the middle of the city, in the city center basically, little bazaars, the markets, but at the same time brand new residential area, what you can see over there, the blocks, apartments, and also the old buildings like everywhere around. So it's actually pretty cool. It's totally something different with the trams and the bricks layers, roads and everything. So this is Vilda. This is what I'm gonna show you around today. So recently it's actually pretty nice areas of Poznań. As you can see, very calm, very peaceful, very beautiful. Some buildings are renovated totally. There is old church, there is the brand new apartment building, and then you have a very old house construction, actually the apartment building, still with the wood constructions. That was like over 100 years old building. So you have very interesting contrast. And it's hard to imagine, actually, as not so long ago, everything here was pretty run down and a lot of weird and strange, and I'm not gonna lie, really dangerous things were happening on this, literally on this street where I'm working right now. Now is everything so fancy, so safe, and so beautiful somehow. Very enjoyable Saturday morning. So a lot of things actually has changed, and this is how actually Poland in general evolving, and not only here in Poznań but everywhere actually in Poland. So this is something different, something is changing, of course, for a better, and this is actually how does it look like. I'm very interested actually. Well, I really like this building, and I like the contrast, how this one is how it's supposed to be. It's probably a little bit renovated. This is the new one. Here was actually the rundown yard, I heard, as there was like totally nothing here. Sometimes there was the bazaar, and then you have an older and renovated kamienica, which is like older apartment buildings. This is the brand new apartment building. Then you have a church. One church is there, one church is hidden there, and then you have a bazaar in the middle. And then everything is like tidy up. It's so clean, by the way. This is something what is like wasn't like that, let's say, in the era of 90s, but era of 90s was actually pretty sad times, great times, not only in Poland but whole Central Europe. Even Germany had a very great times in 90s, but now everything looks like this one. More and more coffee shops, more and more restaurants, very nice bazaar actually in the middle. This is how does it look like recently. Somehow it's a little bit contrast look with this brand new apartment building in the city center next to the church, where the bells actually ringing now. It's 12 o'clock. This is the bazaar. Unfortunately, it's too late for me. I'm supposed to come here at 9, 8, 7 a.m., not at 12. I will show you the bazaar, but it is. We'll have opportunity to come back. But after that, this is how does it look like here in Vilda. I know I have a few friends who are originally born in Poznań and living like for the last 50, 60 years here in Poznań. Heard a lot of interesting stories about the Vilda, but recently Vilda is like anybody could live here. The small kids walking alone from the, I don't know, school or from some sports activities, and everything is like you cannot find even single rubbish anywhere. No much graffiti or anything like this one. This building is very old, probably left like this one as the, you cannot destroy or change it because it's over 100 years old or something. but everything looks like a peaceful and quiet and just simply nice and gently. This is how does it look like in Vilna, and most of Polish cities recently like that one. So a lot of changes, a lot of transformations were happened here, but this is basically Vilda recently. Now is the street where it's actually a lot of old apartment buildings, and all architecture is old. But in the meantime, you can find also more and more restaurants and coffee shops coming up. Not as busy, not as much as in Jeżyce where I'm gonna live, but it's getting better and better. Of course, this is the street, this is the parking lot, this is the street, the cars driving and the trams going on the middle. So this is how it is. And then if you go straight, there is the city center, and well, and this is it. That's how does it look like. Also, I noticed there's quite a lot of foreigners walking around, and I'm not talking only about the, of course, obviously Ukrainians here, but like Asian-looking or African-looking people. So that's also changed since the past 30 years. Maybe in the 90s, if you walk here alone like this one, I don't know how you will, and probably even for me will be not really the best because I'm not from Poznan originally. I came here from different city in different town in Poland. But right now, nobody, this is like so much tolerant and so much different than it used to be. So that's the very big improvement in Poland. And as you can see, also many of you, I know some of my viewers, friends who are living in Asia particularly, used to coming to Poland in 90s or early 2000s and coming even till now. And those people said, Damian, the Poland has changed a lot, and I saw the transformations, how the Poland has changed. So this is something what is like this one. This is how does it look like. Actually, there is still a little bit of the bazaar over here, so maybe I will show you a little bit. So it's basically like a very little bazaar. Some people selling the flowers here and some fruit and veg. Flowers, fruit and veg actually over here, and some stuff over here like this one. And this is it, actually just a little bit. Potatoes, for example. Then you have apartments overlooking the bazaar. That's actually very interesting. And some nice restaurant. Actually, when the summer comes, probably they're gonna put the tables outside, and it will be actually very cool. And then, well, people going with their kids for the morning walk. People enjoying their breakfast in the bakery, coffee shop. And then there is the continuation. Oh, there is the gingerbread guy. I don't know, there must be some restaurant over here. This one looks actually pretty nice. This is like a bakery shop. This is probably the entrance to the, Rynek Wilecki tree. This is the entrance to the apartment, so it's also pretty modern and pretty fancy. This is the entrance for the cars. And then there is the gingerbread place, like in Toruń. Okay, but maybe no gingerbread for me. And then you have a very old looking shop, which is the memory from the past. So everything you can find here, and then another stuff. All right, so basically that's it. Just wanted to quickly and briefly show you the Vilda, what you can find here. There is like a one main street what is going for a few kilometers, and everywhere gonna look very similar, but this is the Rynek Wilecki, which is the market square in Vilda, which is like a kind of central location. Still waiting for the summer. Summer will come soon. Like, it's hard to imagine that for less than 1 month from now there will be the spring, calendar spring in Europe and in Poland. Everything gonna change here much. I can see already the weather is different. I'm working with the jacket, but it's not that cold. It's around 12 degrees today, end of February, so it's pretty cool, very optimistic. Also next month Winnie is coming, joining me before Easter holidays. Many of you actually asking for that, when is Winnie coming? Unfortunately, many of you also thinking as we are not together, as we are already separate or something like that. I know, unfortunately, this is the very trendy stuff, as many people are separating together. We are together for more than 8 years, and we are all the time together, and everything is fine. But I know as some people was married and divorced for 5 times within 8 years, so this is definitely not with us. Winnie is everything okay with Winnie. She joining me end of March, so you can expect she will making also a lot of videos in Poland later on when she joined me. Recently she's still in Bali preparing herself for Poland trip. Also, it's a lot of paperwork and stuff. It's not that easy as some people may think, but it's everything possible and everything is on the good path. I also started my new company. Also, I'm trying to settle down completely, still waiting for some documents to come. My car is already completed, it's here already dirty little bit. I already make 3,000 kilometers with it, but I'm gonna continue also another video about my car if you're interested, because I promised that. But so far, well, spring is coming, winter is coming, brighter days and brighter times for us, for me, is coming. But meanwhile, that was the Vilda. I will see you on next video. As always, I will try to make it every second day, if possible. Actually, it's getting really warm right now when I'm facing the sun. Basically, you don't need jacket anymore. Could just wear my hoodie and will be fine. I used to walk with hoodie when it was more colder in Canada. By the way, I highly recommended you to watching my old videos, maybe from Canada, maybe from US, maybe from Bali. If you don't interested about the Poland, but the Polish series is coming and will be continued all the time. So it's not like I'm not gonna making those videos. Unfortunately, the numbers of viewers are dropped drastically. Cannot reach even 1,000 views. Maybe in the future we're gonna develop the YouTube channel and start in making those videos in Polish, or mixing Polish with English, or maybe only in Polish. But so far, I still appreciate everybody of you who watching those videos till this moment. Even sometimes it's only 500 people, but I know you are still interested what's going on with me in my life, with Winnie, right? And in Poland, some of you as well. So I do really appreciate for that, and I hope so. I see you on next one as always. And the tram is going, saying goodbye to you with the little bear. So see ya, take care.